everyone. Very belated start. Only offer my sincerest apologies. I unfortunately was delayed by the slight overrun with the Majors series. I get slightly delayed to start, but we are here, and we're here now. I believe that we're already some ways on the way into the race. It is currently about 10 minutes in. This is round 5 of the Sampsoid Championship. I am your host, Torre, also known as Khaled Ramadan, if you haven't seen me on track. And yeah, we've got some Pro-Am and Am action around the fearsome Mount Panorama. So without further ado, we shall try and get into the race and see where things have been going in the 10 minutes that's taken us to get ready and set. This is the second SimSpec Media broadcast of the championship, and we'll try to do as much justice as we can. So getting the standings up on the screen, you can see that we've got the championship up and running here. We've got some Pro-Am and Am all on offer today. Currently looking at Yari Luomajoki. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's currently driving for Simpunk. Lovely picture here. And currently about 6/10 back from Marcus Neal in third place. Oh, as we've got an incident here, this is Steve Ewing. So what's happened to him? Oof. So good thing I was on Most Exciting rather than directly on Yari, because we caught that just as it was happening. And instant tow. And we'll see if we can try and get a better view from it on the replay. So heading into the dipper, rear got loose and Steve decided to tow rather than try to interfere with the racing on a very narrow part of the mountain. Much respect there to Steve. Hopefully he'll be able to get back into the race. And as we go back live, we've got quite a few cars on track here. Let's jump to Marcus Neal. Currently heading down from the mountain into the final corner. He left it off earlier just before the replay, following Yari behind. So Marcus Neal, the 106 Shed 74 car. Do have a soft spot for that Mercedes, makes such a nice sound with that, I believe it's a V8 engine, is it not? So someone in chat can correct me if I am wrong. But otherwise, giving a good go here. Quite a bit of clean air ahead, half a second behind to Yari. There's probably a good chance as any to go forward. We'll see if this fight develops later. As we make our way around, we've got Peter Black with some amazing cuties there in the picture. Flat Racing LL. Yet another Mercedes attacking the mountain. 13 seconds behind the leader. So we can just make use of the battle box to see who that is ahead of him. That is Alexander Wingmark, leader of the bronze category. I believe this is for position as well. So quite an interesting angle of a bronze leader being ahead of all of Pro-Am. But it is inexact science trying to rank these drivers. It's such an open community. People from all sorts of backgrounds and skill levels kind of hopping in and trying to take part in some great community racing here. So much kudos to the guys at the admin team to try and rank these drivers and give everyone a good fight on track. As we've got the leader, I believe the first of the drivers managing to set below a 2-minute 1, Nikolai Mijeld, apologies. RAA SimSport 1. And not much to say about them. They are currently head and shoulders above the rest of the field as we checked in with them. Fastest lap on track at the moment. I can bring up the lap times so we can get an idea of the sort of pace these guys are doing. Very impressive here as we've got Nikolai 2/10 faster than his teammate Henrik Riese in second, about 5 seconds ahead. Properly attacking the mountain here. Heading down Skyline, and what will soon be the Dipper as well. Kind of a deceptive corner. You really got to turn it to the point where you're almost threatening to hit the wall before that front left raises off the ground and you sail on past. A little bit of a blinking action here, but good for Nikolai to still stay with us here. As you continue to look up and down the field, we've got a very close fight still going on behind Yari in P4 Pro-Am, surrounded by some bronze drivers, Jamie Logue, Wild Things Racing, being given the hurry up by Leander, who's almost pulling up alongside. It's not a traditional spot for that. We head down to Forest Elbow. And Leander, if he was that impatient on the top of the mountain, only remains to be seen how much he presses the issue here, heading down to the chase. Into the on board here. He's gotta very cheekily get off the brakes a little bit just to properly pull alongside, and that's a good move there. Very strong, the pro driver here, 9th place, 12 seconds back to the next car for position in class. That would be Sam Patrick. He's got pretty much most of the Pro-Am field, or at least the front half anyways, ahead of him. So we hope to follow his progress as the race carries on. 27 minutes and some change to go. Compared to the last time that we did a broadcast at Spa, it is not the hour format, it's 45 minutes. So we're pretty much approaching halfway through. Leander doesn't have too much time to get past. Oh, we've had a crash, and that's James Braid somewhere on the mountain. So just after the cutting. So we were following Leander just now, and James decides that towing is the right thing to do there. So I will not save his blushes, unfortunately, and try and figure out exactly what happened to him. So I'm assuming it was a spin on exit. So it seems all good, and then just got loose there. Seems like he had it. Oh, and those tires were cooked. Brum Racing. I hate to see that kind of spin happen. And then just Leander goes, that's the toll. Kind of a gentleman's pact here to not try to interfere too much with the race if you're at a very, very compromised part of the track, facing the wrong way. And let's give some of the bronze guys a few looks. We've had Alexander Wingmark, another RWA SimSport car. Oh, I believe that's Gregory Scheimer, who's crabbing, so I'm assuming that's going to be into the pits with them. Peter Black behind. Is that Peter Black? No, I think that might be someone else in with them. Can't quite tell. Let's go back behind on track position. It's Marcus Neal. Yep. And then a little bit further behind, we've got Peter Black as well. I just heard an engine blow. So I hope whoever that was, they managed to keep it going. Peter Black, I think, managing to jump Marcus there. So Marcus is going to have to slot in behind. Decides to not just phase through them. And that's a position gain for Peter there. Very good run. If you can bring up the pit times. See how things can proceed here. Oh! And he just decides to pull off to the side of the road. So what's happened to them? Very unfortunate to see. Is this an issue for them? A black flag. I can see a black flag on the overlays. Oof, so what was that? Was that a pit... Probably a pit lane speeding violation, I'm gonna assume. Oh, we had another crash elsewhere. Sim and Andre is shown as in the pits with a rear wing missing. So let's see what's happened to them. Oof. So he already lost it before this. So I'm assuming he decides to pull off here. Actually managed to find the escape road as well, so... So this was a bit earlier, turn 1. When he just rolled straight into the wall. Ooh, very innocuous mistake. So we went from just needing to take 10 seconds to recover to being completely out of the race. Such an unfortunate incident there. So I'm assuming, given that he's been in the pits for quite a while here, that this is going to be a full repair. So we'll have to check in with them later. Elsewhere, might as well check with the titular character here, David PJ Sampson, currently in P8. The overlays, shown him as being down 4 positions now on where he started. 2 positions down on class. So it seemed like a fairly straightforward overtake there, heading up the mountain. I think has he disconnected? Everyone else is on track for me, so I'll give it a second to see if he actually blinks back into existence. Yeah, David PJ Sampson is shown as out for me right now, so I think we'll have to check back in if he manages to rejoin. Very unfortunate. The moment I join, everyone's having a few issues. Quite painful to see. Let's have a look at elsewhere on the track. Ken Buchan, Danish driver, another RWA SimSport driver. Currently being given the chase by Anthony Young. You can bring up the lap times to get an idea of sort of pace that we're seeing here. Young about 4/10, 5/10 faster on the previous laps. Not quite so on the last lap, but it might just be the case of getting up to the back of the car and not getting the chance to put down the true pace that you'd be wanting to do. So Anthony Young does seem to be sporting a team livery, but isn't listed as having a team. So I may need to update my overlays as we see him peel off into the pits. Very slow on entry there. He's already on the pit limiter when he could have done it much later here. So I'm going to assume that's easily like 5 seconds lost there. So we'll check back in with them once the pit stop shuffle makes its way. Elsewhere on track, everyone's kind of spaced out a little bit. Closest fight at the moment, Wayne McNichol, UK driver here. Also not shown as being part of a team. Being chased by Tommy Vidal, yet another RWA SimSport driver. We head to Forest's Elbow. Get a nice healthy dose of slipstream. Let's just have a chance to look at that McLaren interior. These cars get to really be put through their paces heading down the mountain. A little bit of a tricky braking zone there. You kind of want to run up to the curb, but not all over it. Really on top of the car. Especially here with, I believe this is Hell Corner. The car can tend to kind of drag on and go a little bit deeper than anticipated. So you really got to watch your brake application. Very important turn 1 here. Kind of run up all the way onto that AstroTurf. You definitely want to be hitting that turn 2 on the inside there as it cambers into the apex. Very difficult to get a move done around the outside here. You can see that front right dipping in. Very good run, all the way up to the wall. Cutting here, be careful of the outside there, kind of dipping away. The bump here, we saw James Braid do that settle there and throw it to a spin. This might be filament if I've got my corners right. Can be flat in the right conditions. Runs it very narrow here into Skyline. And I believe that was Anti-Tainio giving way. Dipper here, as we said. Oof, almost turned out of it there, but he hit it pretty nicely. You just want to be careful here on your approach. Don't want to track out too wide on the right. And just right up to the wall, very close. Powers out very nicely. And we're back where we started when we joined in this gyro cam. So appreciate Tommy Vettel giving us a very quick rundown of the lap in the McLaren. So let's see if we can find some other cars in and around the track. Henry Parala is listed as having a meatball, and Gregory Scheimer was shown as having a crash, so we'll see what happened to them. So they're currently shown as being completely out of the car. Oh! A very interesting part of the track to lose it on. Usually you tend to see people lose it a bit later, so very unfortunate to see there in the Ford Mustang. Ken Buchan is in a very close fight here, side by side with, I believe that's Nathan Harris, managing to pull alongside and clear. And that was for position 4 in bronze overall, 12th overall. It's a really good pace being shown. Buchan immediately under pressure again, and decides had enough of this. He heads into the pits. I believe that was the Aston Martin going by on the pit straight. Also on track. Checking back in with Wayne McNichol, being given chase by Tommy Vettel. James. Yeah, I can see you in chat right now. That bump can be very deceptive, I think. You know you gotta run right up to it, but it will get its victims eventually. So very unfortunate to see there. So let's see if we can grab some action elsewhere on the double cam if possible. So we've got a lot of action happening on track, but no one directly fighting for position. Sam Patrick we saw pass earlier, or rather it was the car ahead of Nathan Harris, and Sam Patrick was very close behind. And that continues to be the case here as we're approaching shy of 15 minutes left to go to this race. Aston Martin, a very good addition to the GT3 field. Quite an easy car to make liveries for as well, very uniform body. It's just the artist in me wanting to make that comment on the car. And completely unprompted, most difficult car to make a livery for, in my opinion, would be the Ferrari. Way too many angled surfaces. Oh, we've got the bronze leader, Jamie Lowe, in the pits. You can see that's Alexander Wingmark. That was 3rd place. Heading out of the pits. Being followed by someone else. Another RWA SimSport car it is. Simon Andre Livingston. So, managed to get the repairs done. Giving it a little weave. Get those tyres in the window. And make the most of what remains of the race. So is there anybody else that we've not featured yet on the broadcast? Tommy Kaliokujala, I hope I pronounced that right. In the BPR livery. I will need to update my team standings if he indeed is in a team and it's just not showing us being on one for me. Oh, did Simon just crash again? Oh no! What's happened to Simon? Not again! I was feeling guilty for having to put on the replay. So he was warming up the tyres. And then lost the Riz. And the rear wing's off again. He's got to be feeling gutted with himself here. So that looks like it's going to be some extensive repairs with less than 15 minutes to go. So I'm not sure if we're going to see him back in this race. So we've got the back four in GT3 Pro out of this race. I believe that was Leander Gabrielsen going past in the pits. Let's pick someone else on track. Henrik Riese Strand, the Norwegian, RWA SimSport 1. I really need to come up with some kind of RWA SimSport watch just to see how many cars there are on track. Perhaps for a future broadcast where I've got more time to dedicate to it. But Henrik Riese, 6.7 seconds back from the leader. And you can bring up the lap times for comparison. And Nikolai just has the better here of Henrik. About 0.2 to 0.3 faster. Almost 2 seconds faster on the previous lap. So that gap increasing ever so slightly as we continue on. We've got a fastest lap in the race, Leander Gabrielsen, who's managed to set a 2 minutes, 0.82 of a second. That's a really good time there. Try to bring up the lap times there. Some really good pace being shown there. Shout out to Jan in third in Pro-Am. Managed to set a very low 203 as well. Jan Wiggle behind him, 202.5. I should probably give him the change and just round down to 4. Everyone knows if you're listing lap times, you round down. So, yep. Nikolai managing to just set another lap time as a mid 201, being beaten by Henrik Riese, his teammate, with 201.2. Lap 17 here for the GT3 Pro. And let's take the chance to look a bit further down the field. We've got Morton Dale. I might be doing the British thing of swallowing up that last vowel. This might be Morton Dale. I hope this might be just a Norwegian thing that I'm just mispronouncing. Running up to the curb, down Skyline. A little bit wide there, so he's going to have to collect it a little bit. Oh, and he's not managed to do that. At least he's managed to correct himself. Oof. Fantastic correction there to manage to keep it going. We've already seen quite a few guys having to tow after facing the wrong way and just having no space and no gap in traffic to correct themselves. Let's see if we can have a look at how that happened, because we saw them on the live feed go quite deep here. It's a bit hesitancy on the turn in, way deep. Oh, that could have been way worse. Very good save there, and then full lock to rejoin properly. Oh, we've had a few guys go off. I believe this was Tommy Vedal. We saw them and Wayne Nickel fighting. Tommy Vedal did eventually get past. But they were listed as having gone off the track, so let's see what happened. We'll first see what happened in terms of when Tommy managed to pass Wayne. So it was heading into Skyline. Side by side, somehow. Is he going to fight this around the outside? Oh, he gives up. Very nicely done. And this was quite a while back. So, and then a few minutes afterwards, Tommy managed to keep this position, but he went off track. So what happened here? So before Skyline, very aggressive jump over the curb. And I think Wayne actually followed him off as well. So I can bring that up here for you as well. Almost a carbon copy. And I will be the first to admit that very often I've followed a guy into a mistake whilst I was too busy trying to chase him. But yeah, no harm, no foul. They're still going. Aaron Broderick managed to get the pass done whilst we were looking at the replays. So clearly we're going to go straight into the replay to see what happened with that move. Then no doubt someone else will decide to do another move whilst we're looking at this. So very decisive move into turn 1. Not much chance to hold it around the outside there for Wayne. And yeah, that is 6 overall for Aaron. Again, noting here that Wayne is the leader in silver. Fight directly for position in class, but you want to fight whoever you see. Get your money's worth. Speaking of which, getting your money's worth. This is free entry. Anybody that's interested in joining, we do have the ability for people to always join mid-season. And if you're at all interested in doing so, the sign-ups are available. The link is available in the chat. If you want to have a look at the sort of tracks and racing that we've got available, and if you like what you see, obviously, we're more than happy to accommodate people. Yes, meanwhile, we've got a lot of action here. As I try to get my bearings here in terms of action that's happening on track. And I can show you the upcoming schedule. So we're about approaching halfway through the season. Round 5 here at Mount Panorama Circuit. We've got the round next Sunday at Road America, which will also be following the 6 hours special event this coming weekend. So if you happen to have any running in the 6 hours in GT3, you'll be well practiced to join us and give it a good go. 45-minute race, half a fuel tank, so guaranteed pit stop for people. And Interlagos, Daytona, Virginia and Road Atlanta to close off the remaining rounds of the season. And at the bottom of the screen we've got recent, going to be leading away by one of the blue flagged RA Sport cars. So that's very good to see. But yeah, if you are at all interested in joining, do let us know. Give that sign up a look, and definitely we'll want to see more people join. And a few more details as well. So obviously a best of 8 format. If my math doesn't let me down, that's a 3 drop rounds, so very generous. We've got most of the races 45 minutes. Those that are eagle-eyed will have seen the 60-minute round later on in the season. That was one of 2 rounds. The previous round at Spa that we had was one of the 60-minute rounds. And yeah, very British time zone friendly time slot. We've got prizes for each of the top 3 in the Pro, Pro-Am and Am classes. So if you're at all interested in taking part, you can join the Discord, join the league, and yeah, catch us on the broadcast. I will try to put on a broadcast every single round, if possible, depending if my majors commitments don't get in the way. And we'll be more than happy to have people join us. Oh, out of the way. Wayne McNichol, half a minute Marcus Neal, currently being given chase. I believe this was Leander. We saw earlier was given the hurry up to a lot of cars. I believe we've got Tommy Vedal just ahead on track. I hope Leander doesn't... oh, he's thought about it. He's managed to keep it going. That right front suspension gives us a very good look. Oh, there he goes. Very aggressive move.
Jesus Christ, mate.
Yeah, that's that was my reaction as well. Very strong move. I think we do have a chopper count replay for you guys to have a look at that. So the tree's just getting in the way there, but a very strong move. I think the onboard on the right front suspension gave us a very intimate look at how aggressive that move was. It gets it done very nicely. 3 minutes to go to the end of this race. And those were pretty much the only position that we had left in terms of a fight on track. Oh, we've had a crash. Christopher Newby's facing sideways. He's got the leader coming up on him, and he decided against rejoining. So what happened there with Christopher? 6 positions down on where he started in class. Ooh, and that BMW just let go. Even if he managed to rejoin, I don't think it would have been in much of a state to keep going. Interestingly enough, not a meatball. Which is quite surprising. Yeah, and decided to tow before the leaders made an appearance. Closest fight we have, 4th position, Aaron Broderick. Tommy Vidal, close acquaintance here, under a second behind. 2 minutes to go. Oh. Oh, that was Vettel going very deep. We saw that in the back shot. So what's happened to them? We've had a few crashes on track, so we'll have a look at this one first. There's a lot of replays here, so bear with me as I pull them up. Tommy Vedal, first one. We saw them go deep. So I thought that he might have been trying to get a fight in, but went all over the curb, hit the tie barrier. Leander went by, Wayne McNichol went by, Sam Patrick went by. And he's managed to keep it going just fine, so that's good to see. Elsewhere, we had Auntie Tinyo went off track, so we saw them earlier after having been lapped. Also all over the curb prior to Skyline. Though managed to collect himself with a Red Devil livery. SimSpec driver. Just keep going. Tommy, I don't know if this is a... It's definitely can't be a pit stop for fuel. I think this might be damage. So he's managed to park it just as we are less than a minute away. So we're going to catch up with the leader. I think this might be white flag. Oh, right up on the wall. So Nikolai coming out of the mountain section. Nathan Harris, 3rd place in AM, setting the fastest lap in their class in the Porsche. That's very good to see. So I'm pretty sure this is heading up to the checkered flag, unless my timing is off. Not had much of a chance to follow them because it's kind of been, I assume, plain sailing. So my timer seems to be stuck on 6-7 seconds. I don't quite know if this is the checkered flag or not. And it is the checkered flag, so that's just my timer acting up. And that is your race winner, Henrik Riese, following close behind. Tommy Kallio Kujala taking the checkered flag as well. Adam Wilson Ware to bring up the track map to get a better idea of where people are. So we're going to have a bunch of pro guys coming up to the flag. Leander Gabrielson cutting across the pit entry. Cheeky. I don't know if that got him a position or not. Wayne McNichol taking the win in Pro-Am. I really want to follow up if Leander managed to get a cheeky overtake in the pit stop, because that would be very cheeky. Antitanio. Oh. I think my iRacing decided to act up. I don't know what's going on. Oh, and my iRacing has just completely disconnected. Wow, okay. Well, all sorts of issues today. Do bear with me, I can only apologize. Yeah, my iRacing is completely disconnected, so very unfortunate, but I think is where it will have to end. I can't see what happened there. I'm assuming David had an issue as well, since he disconnected earlier. So I will just put my hat on that being the case. Congratulations to the class winners. We did manage to see Nikolai take the win for RWA SimSport. Wayne McNichol taking the win in Pro-Am. And I can only assume Alexander Ringmark managed to take that win in Am. And it is a very impromptu end to the race. I can only apologize again for the late start and the early finish somehow. But yeah, we do have rounds every single week for the remainder of the iRacing season. So if you are interested again, there is the sign up link in chat. And I will be more than happy to see you guys next week. So all the best, and till next time.